I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas.
Hello everyone, Uncle Charles Walhingford back again with another suit review. And today we are back again with Tweed Maker. Tweed Maker actually sent me this suit. So yes, this could be biased, but guys, this is my third tweed suit from Tweed Maker, and this is my fourth suit all around from Tweed Maker. So also have a linen suit from Tweed Maker. So I like the product. I wouldn't do this review if I didn't already believe in it. And again, I've already made 3 other purchases from Tweed Maker. So I stand by them. I like what they have, and especially for the price point. If you're interested in getting a really nice tweed or linen suit, they do it really well, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. So let's go ahead. Let me tell you this first before we get started. Why does it not cost you an arm and a leg? And this may be something that you want to consider if you maybe don't want to go this way. It will take a while to get to you. What does that mean? These suits usually, for the most part, are made to order. If you're not going to get your suit right away and you need it right away, this may not be maybe not something for you. Next, what you may not want for this time of the year, if you're watching this video fresh as it comes out, this is the spring, it may be too warm for you in your geographical location where this suit wouldn't be the right thing. A three-piece suit, a three-piece tweed suit can get hot if you're in a already warm environment. If you're in anything less than or more than 60 degrees, it might be too hot. It may be too hot if you're in that kind of situation. So I would question if this is the right thing for you right now. However, that's right now. You may want to have something like this in the cooler months. Right? Now, let me tell you why I chose this color and color pattern is because of the flexibility. This has far more flexibility than any other tweed suit that you could wear this in a business setting. Not the number one suit, not the first suit I would suggest anybody purchasing, but this wouldn't be bad for suit number 2 or suit number 3. The blue and the light brown, they look nice, but boardroom, not so much. I've talked about Tweed Maker before. I've done the other videos on those suits, and I don't want to be too repetitive, but one of the big things that I look at when I look at quality is pockets. Pockets could tell you a lot. Pockets and buttons. Buttons and pockets. The buttons here, they're not any bone, because the really high-end buttons are bone. But pockets, you got, of course, inside pocket, but you have 2 inside pockets, and that tells me that they care, and the pockets in the vest work great, and the buttons look good. One thing I want to show you that I would suggest doing, if you're able to do it, you want to get working buttons because it's optional. I opted to have the working buttons. I think the working buttons bring a little bit of class, and then of course it makes it look a little bit more expensive. And if you know, then you know. So somebody will be impressed when they see that, okay, wait a minute, he has working buttons. And what do? If you have working buttons, you leave the first button unbuttoned. Is the lining? The lining is nice, it's a satin lining, as you see here. The lining works out really well because it doesn't, it feels really nice. It's really soft. And when you have cheap material, the lining, the satin lining is like crinkly. It's paper, more paper-like. That is more silky. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is the weave in the color pattern. Now this, if you may not be able to see right here, but when I give you a better picture, you'll be able to see it. The weave with the vertical and horizontal blue that's in here is a wonderful touch. I love the way that looked. This pattern, man, I really was pleasantly surprised when I got the suit because I didn't see this on the website. On the website, it just looked gray, and I wasn't expecting anything more than that. I was just happy, and I had an inkling that this, because a lot of times the tweed will have some kind of pattern hidden in, especially with TweedMaker, and I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that. All right, the last part, guys, is how I styled it, and that's my favorite part. It is important to make this, the most important part is understanding how that's going to be done. Because yes, you do have technically a cheap suit. You are not out of the realm of cheap suit till you get really to a $700. $700 is pushing away from cheap suit. But there's a lot of ways to make a suit that's not expensive look better, and I made this suit look really good. So let's go over it. So let's go top to bottom. So what I did, I started with the tie. The tie is the centerpiece. I wore a plaid black tie with blue, navy blue, and it's funny how that came out with the pattern that's actually in this particular material. With having that plaid and everything else, I didn't want to have anything too crazy, so I went with a lapel pin that was a bit subdued. My Marine Corps lapel pin. I went with a simple fold for the pocket square. I went with a simple black satin pocket square and a simple fold. And then I went with the black tie, plaid black tie. I went with a separate, I bought separate from what usually comes with the collar bar shirt, because this collar bar shirt by Jack Martin, the collar bar shirt by Jack Martin comes with a tie collar bar. I went with a different collar bar of actually a black metallic collar bar. So you have the lapel pin that's a little bit subdued, the black pocket square. Now the tie is going to have a lot of attention brought to it, and the motif is black, white, and blue, and then of course black and white is gray. So we go down to the shoes. Now I'm skipping over the belt because I'm not wearing a belt. If you are wearing a vest, it's a belt. Actually, to me, it's optional, but technically, the rule of the game goes you don't technically wear a belt when you're wearing a vest. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but this time I didn't. I went with a boot. I went with a wingtip, black wingtip boot by Florsheim. I love the way these boots look, but I felt the boot brought down that formality a bit, even though they are wingtip brogue boots that somebody would see as really formal. But I wanted to stay within the realm of rules and things that are done when you wear certain items. So that's why I went with the boot. I think they look great with it though. And lastly, I went with a black watch. Now I could have went with a stainless steel black dial, but I went with what I'm wearing right now, black on black. My Tudor Fast Rider Black Shield, or Black Shield Fast Rider. And that watch, I felt, because of the leather and the black on black on black, put a little bit of edge to the look. I think it came in real nice. So that was how I did it. Okay, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. This is what I want to tell you. If you're interested in getting this suit or a suit like it, a tweed suit, or maybe even a linen suit, take a look at Tweed Maker, and I have a discount code, 15% off. At 15% off, if you use Uncle Charles in the coupon code section. If you're in the coupon code section, use Uncle Charles, you'll get 15% off. All right, guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I enjoyed making the video. I enjoyed getting the suit, wearing the suit. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, Uncle Charles is just here to help.